It's Saturday, July 2nd, and we're picking up where we left off with some flight controls. We're going to, let's see, we got the pulleys done for the rudder cables on Tuesday, and we're just going to keep going here. I think the next step is start assembling parts for the push-pull, the elevator push-pull tube, and see where we get. Anything to add?
I don't think so.
All right. I didn't show it. I kind of got focused and didn't get the video started. But we did kind of a final fit up of the firewall here. Got everything adjusted for the engine mount bolts on the firewall. So that's all good. And we also drilled and transfer drilled and reamed those two tabs right there. And then between those two tabs in the center, there's another hole, and that's where the pulley for the rudder cable will be up in here. And that's the cable's going to attach to these two pieces here, but there'll be a cable here. So we got that stuff finalized, or not finalized, but got it drilled out and fit up. So that's good to go. And next, we're assembling parts for the push-pull tube assembly, getting those together. We're going to have to do a modification on this part that gets cut in half, and then there's a hole that gets drilled through on one side. This is the push-pull stop sleeve, and what that does is once we get everything put together and the airplane's ready, we're getting ready to fly, we have to rig the flight controls, and then this will be put in a final position once we're rigged, and that's going to control the forward and aft movement of the control stick, how far forward and how far aft you can move that stick. We got that together, getting bolts and nuts and washers, rod ends, we're getting that stuff assembled together, and we'll get going on that. Alright, making progress on these the push-pull tube parts, and you do need to is that gonna focus on there?
Yep.
I got the right.
There you go. There you go.
So you have to fabricate these, part number 16. You got to fabricate those bushings that go inside of that rod end right there, and then this bolt goes through all of that. So you fabricate that from your from the stock, from that stock that you've used for a bunch of other stuff. And I did have to, so we did it on the lathe again. Turned it down to 3/16, and then had to I did have to turn the outside down. I mean, maybe, I don't even know if it was 1,000th, but this stock doesn't fit through. It doesn't fit through the eye of this. So it did have to. I suppose you could sand it down, but since I was already on the lathe and drilling out that inside, or boring it out, it just took maybe 1,000th off the outside of this stock, and it fits in there just right. It's gonna make a liar out of me now. I swear I just had it in there. There we go. So it just fits inside of there, and then this fits over that. Okay, got this push-pull tube. I guess I call it a link assembly, and this is going to get installed down here, down there, and there's two. You'll see it's a two-part pole that comes from the control stick, and will go to that link, and then it will go back and it will attach to the to a long. We'll have a long push-pull tube that goes back to the slide block, and then behind the slide block is where the main push-pull tube for the elevator that goes all the way to the back of the airplane will be. So still working away at this, and yeah, making progress. Well, we've got our push-pull tube, the elevator push-pull tube. That's this big, long tube that goes from the front of the airplane all the way to the back of the airplane. So this is actually the front end, so it's flip this thing around that goes down there. So this push-pull tube, first thing you have to do is you've got a doubler, so we'll put this doubler in, and then that gets riveted in here 4 ways, and then there's a hole here that will get sized up to 1/4 inch so that we can put a bolt through here, through the doubler, and then through this. But problem is this doubler, goodness, doesn't even begin to fit on there. Not only that, is it does not even begin to fit inside of this push-pull tube. I'm going to pull it over here so this thing will focus. Stupid camera. This doesn't even begin to fit into this tube. So, looks like we have to grind this down. We found our two favorite tools during this build has been a bench grinder and a metal lathe. It's a pretty nice day today. A little warm, not too bad though. I think it was in the mid 80s. But yeah, summer's here. Okay, done for the day. Got that part done there with that push-pull tube for the controls, and then next we'll have that longer push-pull tube that goes through there and then through the slide block, and then we'll connect to that push-pull tube back there. We got that one end doubler riveted in and adjusted that that black push-pull tube so it fits in the end, so we'll be able to bolt that in. And then we just need to finish the other end to put the attachment for the elevator down there. I think tomorrow we might get to that. What do we got? You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, yeah. So there you go. Have a good evening. Thanks for watching, and that's it for now.